Bharat, the hub of science, technology, and innovation of the ancient world, the proud home to prestigious universities like Nalanda, Takshashila, Shandapeeth, and many others, which attracted students from across the globe who came to Bharat to enhance their knowledge and wisdom. This land has gifted the world with geniuses like Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya, Brahmagupta, Kalidas, and many more. In the year 2023, a staggering 7.65 lakh Indian students have left the country to pursue education abroad, while only 40,431 foreign students chose to study in India, accounting for a whopping 19% of the total foreign students globally. India has become the largest source of international students globally and spending 60 billion USD on foreign education of Indian students. But why did the mass exit occur? From being the first runner in astronomy, medicine, mathematics, engineering, to becoming a country depending on others for technology transfer. What went wrong for a civilization that once led the world? From being a largest economy to a state of ruin during the British exit in 1947. But the good thing is, India never gives up. India is currently the world's fifth largest economy, estimated at an approximate 3.5 trillion US dollars. This documentary is not just about your past. It aims to inspire a powerful future. India is determined to reclaim its status as a global leader, and the world is looking forward to India's leadership. Welcome you all to this documentary, a journey to discover the scientific advancements of ancient India. And thus, we begin with engineering, which shows the glory and advancements of a civilization. India's ancient architectural and engineering feats often rival or surpass those of the West, showcasing a tradition of precision and ingenuity that has intrigued modern engineers. Long before colonial influence, India was home to exceptional engineering marvels, from the rock-cut temples of Ellora to the sophisticated urban planning of the Indus Valley civilization. These remarkable structures not only represent India's rich history, but also demonstrate engineering brilliance that often baffles contemporary experts. One of the most striking examples of ancient Indian engineering is the Brihadeshwar Temple. Built during the Chola dynasty in the 11th century, its towering dome, weighing an astounding 80,000 kilograms, is perched 216 feet above the ground. The temple's precision is so exact that its shadow is never set to touch the ground, a testament to the ingenuity and architectural mastery of its creators. India's engineering prowess is also well documented in ancient texts. The Mahabharata describes the grand city of Hastinapur and the palace of Indraprastha, showcasing advanced urban planning techniques. These descriptions, alongside actual structures like the Indus Valley cities, challenge the narrative that India has not contributed significantly to world architecture. Foreign travelers marveled at India's engineering achievements. The Greek ambassador Megasthenes described Pataliputra as a vast city with advanced waterworks. These feats were made possible by centuries of accumulated knowledge in mathematics and astronomy, documented in texts like Surya Siddhant and Brahmagupta's Brahmaputra Siddhanta, which provided frameworks for sundial construction and land surveying, while the 11th century scholar Al-Biruni praised India's architectural accomplishments. One of India's enduring architectural traditions is Vastu Shastra, a system over 5,000 years old that considers the Earth's magnetic fields and solar energy to optimize health, prosperity, and well-being. Structures built according to Vastu Shastra principles exhibit optimal ventilation, natural lighting, and increased resilience during natural disasters. Aligning with modern principles of sustainable architecture, the principle of Vastu also influenced Feng Shui in China, further demonstrating India's impact on global architectural thought. India's rich architectural heritage includes awe-inspiring structures such as the Ellora Caves, Madurai Meenakshi Temple, and the intricate Rani of Vav stepwell, highlighting the diversity and technical knowledge of Indian engineers. Intriguing structures like the hanging pillars of Lipakshi and the musical pillars at Hampi demonstrate the fusion of artistic creativity with technical expertise. India's contribution to metallurgy are equally impressive. The Iron Pillar of Delhi, which has resisted corrosion for over 1600 years, exemplifies India's advanced knowledge in metallurgy. Indian artisans were also pioneers in producing both steel, known for its high carbon content, and intricate patterns. These innovations laid the foundation for future advancements in material science. Indian engineering was not merely about aesthetics, but reflected a deep understanding of utility and harmony with nature. By mastering materials and integrating the environment into their designs, India's ancient engineers created structures that have withstood the test of time. Their creativity, deeply rooted in the natural sciences, continues to inspire and inform modern design and construction practices. India's architectural and engineering legacy is a testament to a civilization that valued the intersection of spirituality, utility, and beauty. Revisiting these ancient marvels highlights how India's engineering brilliance extends beyond history and continues to influence modern practices. The narrative of gravity is often tracked back to Isaac Newton in 1666, when he famously observed an apple falling and formulated the concept of gravity. Yet centuries earlier, Bhaskar too, an Indian mathematician and astronomer, had already laid the groundwork for understanding gravity. In his 12th century work, Siddhanta Shiromani, Bhaskar suggested that objects are not simply falling, but are being drawn by the force exerted by the earth, a concept strikingly similar to gravity. He also explored ideas related to centrifugal and centripetal forces, demonstrating an advanced grasp of celestial mechanics and planetary orbits. Bhaskar II's Leelavati explored self-moment gravity, using falling objects to power gears and machines, foreshadowing modern automated systems. He even designed gravity-powered mechanisms, such as water-lifting devices, showcasing principles later used in clocks and other engineering marvels. India's scientific legacy does not stop at gravity. Aryabhat, in the 5th century, described the earth as spherical in his work Aryabhatiya, and even calculated its circumference with impressive accuracy. This understanding of planetary mechanics and the Earth's shape was established in Indian thought long before similar realization in Europe. Another significant figure was sage Kanad, the founder of the Vaisheshika school of philosophy. He introduced the idea of Parmanu, atoms, which he suggested were indivisible and the fundamental building blocks of matter. His theories on how atoms combine to form substances resemble modern atomic theory, and his discussions of heat, energy, and chemical reactions provided early insights into thermodynamics and chemistry. Kanad's atomic theory influenced not only physics but also philosophy, as his 6-category classification of reality: substance, quality, action, generality, particularity, and inherence laid the foundation for understanding matter at both a physical and metaphysical level. Sage Kapila's Samkhya philosophy further connected the universe's physical and conscious aspects, creating a dualistic model that integrates metaphysical principles with material reality. India's understanding of time also reflected advanced scientific knowledge. Scholars like Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, and Varamihira developed timekeeping systems based on solar and lunar cycles. Devices like sundials and water clocks, ghadi, were used to track time, and they even defined minute units such as the truti, a fraction of a second. The expansive cosmological time scales found in texts like the Mahabharata and Vishnu Puran highlight an integrate understanding of astronomical cycles, with a kalpa representing billions of years. In the field of alchemy, Nagarjuna made significant contributions to Rasa Shastra, focusing on transforming base metals into gold and developing potent medicinal treatment. His work bridged the gap between alchemy and Ayurveda, showing how Indian alchemists had a deep grasp of chemical processes long before Western science formalized such practices. These scholars also applied their knowledge to architecture, as seen in the Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple in Kerala, where the structure's alignment was designed to track astronomical events. Such applications of science to engineering and architecture underscore the depth of ancient India's scientific understanding. India's scientific heritage, from Bhaskar II's concepts of gravity and automation to Carnot's atomic theory, laid the groundwork for many modern principles in physics, chemistry, timekeeping, and engineering. This rich legacy has had a lasting influence on the global scientific community, predating many Western discoveries and continuing to inspire modern scholarship. In ancient India, temples served as more than just places of worship. They functioned as cosmetic observatories that intertwined astronomy and spirituality. The Konark Sun Temple is a striking example, designed to capture the first rays of the sun at dawn, symbolizing a sacred connection between the earth and the cosmos. Similarly, Padmanabha Swami Temple is meticulously aligned to allow sunlight to illuminate the deity during auspicious times, enhancing the spiritual experience. These architectural marvels adorn the intricate carvings depicting celestial bodies, reflect the advanced astronomical knowledge of ancient Indians. The temples featured 7 openings, symbolizing the dedication to solar worship, illustrating how deeply intertwined celestial studies were with ancient Indian time. The Jantar Mantar observatories, constructed by Maharaja Jai Singh II in the 18th century, further exemplifies the integration of astronomy and architecture. Notable instruments include the Samrat Yantra, a large sundial that measures time with impressive accuracy, and the Surya Yantra, which tracks the annual path of the sun. The Jai Prakash Yantra aids in studying the nakshatras, while additional instruments like the Ram Yantra and Rashi Valaya Yantra enhance the understanding of planetary positions and their astrological significance. While names like Kepler and Copernicus are often associated with earthly astronomical theory, Indian scholars such as Aryabhatta and Bhaskaracharya laid crucial groundwork before them. Aryabhatta was a pioneer in scientific inquiry, introducing foundational concepts regarding planetary positions. In his work Aryabhatiya, he accurately calculated the solar year as 365.358 days and explained lunar eclipses as the result of the Earth's shadows on the moon. He is also credited with discovering the sine function and calculating pi as 3.1416, using geometry to predict the positions of celestial bodies relative to Earth. Vara Mihra further advanced the field of astronomy by integrating it with astrology in his comprehensive work, Brihat Samhita. He detailed the causes and timings of solar and lunar eclipses and developed predictive methods that enriched contemporary astronomical models. Vara Mihra described the zodiac and the 27 nakshatras, utilizing trigonometric techniques to enhance precision in his observations. His notable works, Brihat Jataka and Panch Siddhantika, served as essential references for subsequent astronomical knowledge. In the 7th century CE, Brahmagupta expanded upon Vara Mihra's insights, developing methods to calculate planetary motions and predict eclipses. His estimation of the sidereal year as approximately 365.2588 days laid the foundation for a geocentric model of the universe, explaining why celestial bodies appear to move in predictable patterns based on emerging theories of gravity. His texts, Brahmaputra Siddhanta and Kandakadyaka, supported advanced observational techniques and enriched the treasury of astronomical knowledge. Additionally, the Surya Siddhanta is renowned for its accurate calculations of eclipses and planetary alignments, enhancing predictive capabilities in astronomy. Ancient Indians applied their astronomical knowledge in various areas, including agriculture, calendar systems, navigation, architecture, meteorology, timekeeping, and rituals. The cyclical patterns of time, defined by concepts like kalpas and yugas, emphasized spiritual growth as a stabilizing force within social, human, and ecological spheres. The Rig Veda contains numerous references to the sun, moon, stars, and nakshatras, highlighting how their positions impact agricultural development and religious practices. The significance of Vedanga Jyotisha further elaborates on time calculations, aiding in the creation of Panchang, which identify auspicious time for ritual. Imagery found in Vedic metaphors, such as wheels and axles, reflects a deep understanding of celestial movements. The axle symbolizes stability, while the wheel represents the eternal cycles of creation and destruction. These metaphors contributed to early models of the heavens, describing celestial motion as circular or elliptical, emphasizing a dynamic, cyclic universe. Thus, this holistic approach illustrates how spiritual thinking in ancient India shaped astronomical understanding. The representations of kalpas and yugas describe the cycles of creation and dissolution within the cosmos. The 27 nakshatras not only divide the sky but also symbolize the natural laws governing celestial phenomena and earthly existence. This rich heritage of Vedic astronomy attests to the harmony between human and cosmic forces, deeply rooted in observation, reverence, and the quest for knowledge. A universal language of numbers, equations, and algorithms that shapes the world we live in. But did you know that the foundations of many modern mathematical concepts were laid centuries ago in India? From the concept of zero to calculus and computer science, ancient Indian scholars made groundbreaking contributions that have been largely overlooked in mainstream history. Let's take a deep dive into their remarkable legacy. In 595 CE, a copper encryption in India marked one of the earliest known uses of zero in a decimal system. This seemingly simple symbol would revolutionize mathematics and serve as the foundation for major advancements in science, technology, and engineering. One of the earliest pioneers was Aryabhatta, who lived around 499 CE. In his work, the Aryabhatiya, Aryabhatta introduced groundbreaking algorithms for basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, and the extraction of square and cube roots. These principles would later influence the field of computing and data science. Aryabhatta's methods were among the first to approach mathematics as a set of systematic algorithms, a key idea that would become central to modern computational methods. But Aryabhatta wasn't alone. Fast forward to 628 CE and we meet Brahmagupta. In his seminal work, Brahmasputa Siddhanta, he took the concept of zero even further, treating it as an abstract entity and establishing formal rules for working with both zero and negative numbers. Brahmagupta's innovations laid the groundwork for algebra, and his work on quadratic equations would influence mathematics for centuries. He even tackled the concept of indeterminate equations, advancing number theory far beyond his time. Then there was Bhaskara too, also known as Bhaskaracharya, who lived around 1150 CE. His work, Leelavati, refined many of Brahmagupta's concepts and introduced cyclic methods for solving complex algebraic equations. But Bhaskara's genius didn't stop there. He made significant contributions to trigonometry, hinting at the principles of calculus long before the formal development of the field in Europe. Now, let's go even further back in time. Around 500 BCE, the scholar Pingala introduced the Chanda Shastra, which outlined combinational algorithms used to solve problems related to patterns and sequences. This ancient text is considered one of the first examples of a binary system, a precursor to the binary code that drives modern computers. Around c. 1350 to 1425, the Kerala school of mathematics flourished. This remarkable school, led by mathematicians like Madhava of Sangamagram, developed ideas on infinite series and trigonometry that were centuries ahead of their time. Madhava's work on approximating the sine and cosine functions and his methods for calculating pi to an incredible 11 decimal places were groundbreaking. His infinite series, long before Newton and Leibniz's work on calculus, laid the foundation for the power series expansions used in modern mathematical analysis. Madhava's insights didn't just stay on paper, they had real-world applications, especially in astronomy and navigation. His trigonometric methods were crucial for predicting eclipses, understanding planetary motions, and even solving problems in celestial mechanics, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in ancient times. Perhaps one of the most enduring legacies of ancient Indian mathematics is the decimal system, which simplified calculations and revolutionized mathematics worldwide. Unlike the cumbersome Roman numerals, the Indian system made it possible to perform more efficient arithmetic, laying the groundwork for everything from engineering to the rise of modern computing. In fact, the very technology that powers our world today owes a debt to these ancient Indian innovations. From the simplicity of the decimal system to the principles of calculus and algorithmic thinking, the intellectual achievements of Indian scholars continue to influence fields like engineering, physics, and computer science. In summary, India's ancient mathematical heritage, particularly the concept of zero, the decimal system, and the work of mathematicians like Aryabhatta, Brahmagupta, Bhaskar II, and Madhav, laid the groundwork for advances in science, engineering, and technology. Their contributions continue to resonate in modern fields, highlighting India's central role in shaping global intellectual history. The legacy of ancient Indian medicine is vast, tracing back thousands of years. A remarkable example is a 4,300 years old skull from a Harappan civilization, revealing the trepanation, a surgical procedure to relieve brain pressure, was practiced with remarkable skill. Additionally, dental grinding techniques from Mehergarh, dating 7500 to 9000 years ago, showcase pro-dentistry and indicate our ancestors' sophisticated approach to dental care. The Boer manuscript, Under Earth in present-day Xinjiang, China, highlights cultural exchanges along the Silk Road. Dating back to the 4th to 6th century CE, it illustrates plant-based remedies and holistic health approaches, serving as a testament to Ayurveda's cross-border influence. Charak and Shushruth, active around 2500 years ago, were pivotal figures in ancient Indian medicine, each laying foundational principles in their respective areas: internal medicine and surgery. Charaka's Charak Samhita focused on internal medicine and advanced botanical knowledge, emphasizing the importance of internal health. Shushruth, known as the father of surgery, authored the Shushruth Samhita, detailing over 300 surgical instruments and techniques, including advanced procedures like rhinoplasty and cataract removal. His integration of surgical skills with herbal medicine demonstrated profound anatomical knowledge, revolutionizing ancient surgery and influencing global practices. In 2018, a statue was erected in his honor at the Royal Australasian College of Surgeons in Australia, underscoring his lasting impact on medicine. The works of Charak and Shushruth reflects the depth of medical knowledge in ancient India and the enduring human endeavor to maintain health and well-being. Building on this rich tradition, Nagarjuna established the foundation for medicinal alchemy in the 2nd century CE. Over the next 1500 years, Vagbhatta systematically integrated earlier teachings into the Ashtanga Hridayam, creating a comprehensive understanding of Ayurveda. 700 years later, Sharangadhara refined Ayurvedic principles, while Kashyap advanced pediatric medicine, a significant achievement in a time when similar ideas were still developing elsewhere. The medical knowledge from ancient India attracted scholars, travelers, and students globally, highlighting its influential role in the evolution of medicine. Ayurveda emphasizes healing and prevention by addressing the root causes of diseases, often without relying on modern medicine, which typically operates within a broader economic framework. This reliance on natural remedies and lifestyle management minimizes side effects while strengthening immunity, making health more accessible and economically viable. Today, the Renaissance of Ayurveda echoes India's glorious past in medicine. Traditional medicine systems worldwide, from Sowa Rigpa in Tibet to the healing practices of ancient Greece and Rome, have drawn inspiration from ancient Indian texts like Charak Samhita and Shushruth Samhita, which were translated by Persian and Arabic scholars during the medieval period. Ancient Ayurveda comprised 8 branches, and research indicates that Ayurvedic treatments significantly influence healing, longevity, and stress reduction. Rooted in ancient wisdom, these holistic practices promote overall wellness by enhancing vitality and mental peace. Integrating systems like Ayurveda into modern medicine has the potential to transform patient care, a comprehensive approach that addresses physical, mental, and spiritual well-being can redefine treatment modalities. Preventive healthcare based on Ayurvedic principles may lower chronic disease incidence, while personalized medicine enables tailored interventions. The National Institutes of Health (NIH) published a 2021 paper highlighting the benefits of Panchakarma on Ayurvedic cleansing program. Participants showed significant improvements in health management self-efficacy and reported positive health behaviors. Notably, 3 months post-program, participants experienced increased social support and reduced depression, indicating that Panchakarma effectively fosters lasting behavior change. Combining therapies, including yoga and herbal remedies, enhancing patient outcomes, particularly in stress management. Collaboration among healthcare professionals can create a richer healthcare model, honoring India's medical heritage. Ayurveda thrives globally, with the National Ayurvedic Medical Association certifying practitioners in the US and the European Ayurveda Association, integrating it into holistic healthcare practices across Europe. Physiotherapy aligns with Ayurveda, emphasizing holistic healing. Ancient texts like the Shushruta Samhita describe manual therapies similar to modern practices, addressing physical, mental, and emotional well-being comprehensively. Raga Chikitsa, an ancient music therapy from the Gandharva Veda and Nada Veda, employs specific ragas to harmonize the mind and body, promoting healing by balancing internal energies. Mental health challenges affect 1 in 4 people worldwide, making it essential to find effective solutions for anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). While modern science seeks treatments, ancient Indian mind sciences offer profound insights into mental and emotional well-being. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and holistic healing, rooted in India thousands of years ago, are now supported by modern research for their remarkable mental health benefits. Ancient Indian sages, through practices like meditation and yoga, developed extraordinary mental clarity and emotional control. These were not just spiritual exercises, but practical tools for improving the human experience. Meditation, a key aspect of Indian mind science, has been shown to physically reshape the brain. Studies reveal that regular meditation enlarges the prefrontal cortex, which governs emotional regulation, improving mental resilience. Research also indicates that consistent meditation can reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety by up to 60%. Mindfulness-based therapies, rooted in Indian philosophy, are increasingly utilized to treat mental health conditions, fostering emotional control and lowering stress levels. One vital practice in Indian mind science is pranayama, or breath control, which calms the mind by regulating the breath. Modern studies shows that pranayama can lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by 20%, significantly improving mood and reducing anxiety. Ancient Indian sages recognized that controlling the breath was key to managing emotions, a principle that modern stress management techniques now adopt. Ayurveda, India's traditional medical system, also offers valuable insights into emotional health. Ayurveda teaches that imbalances in the 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, affect physical and emotional well-being. Ayurveda's holistic approach emphasizes balancing these energy through diet, lifestyle, and herbs. This concept is gaining traction in integrative medicine, which blends modern techniques with traditional wisdom to enhance emotional and mental stability. Yoga goes beyond physical postures, offering a science of mind-body integration that nurtures harmony and well-being. Scientific studies indicate that yoga reduces symptoms of depression and anxiety by 30% and improves mental clarity. Combining asanas, pranayama, meditation, and ethical practices strengthens emotional resilience and mental balance. Ancient Indian philosophy also delved into the nature of the mind. Concepts such as chitta, consciousness, and vritti, mental fluctuations, explain how thoughts and emotions shape reality. This integrated perspective, which views mental health as inseparable from physical and spiritual well-being, contrasts with modern psychology's tendency to compartmentalize these aspects. Another important concept is the three gunas sattva, purity, rajas, activity, and tamas, inertia. Cultivating sattva leads to mental clarity and peace, reducing anxiety and fostering emotional balance, an idea increasingly applied in modern holistic therapies. Music and sound also play a role in ancient Indian mind sciences. Indian classical music, ragas, can evoke specific emotions, aligning with modern research, showing that music therapy can reduce anxiety by up to 65%. Chanting or using mantras activates brain regions associated with emotional control, enhancing focus, memory, and emotional stability. Today, the world increasingly embraces these ancient practices. Yoga, mindfulness, and meditation are now widely adopted as stress reduction tools. The CDC reports a 55% increase in yoga participation over the past decade, highlighting its role in improving mental health. As society faces rising mental health challenges, ancient Indian mind sciences offer time-tested techniques for healing and personal growth. By embracing these practices, individuals can cultivate emotional resilience, leading to a more balanced and harmonious world. Incorporating these ancient approaches in modern life and enhance overall well-being. In the 1960s, yoga gains immense popularity in the West, driven by the counterculture movement's quest for a spiritual exploration and well-being. Various communities embraced yoga, from Hatha Yoga groups to the Bhakti Yoga chants of the Hare Krishna Society, each adding unique flavors to its practice and philosophy. This surge in interest led to the establishment of numerous yoga studios, meditation centers, and temples. As yoga became more mainstream, it appeared in fitness centers and media. By the 1980s and 1990s, Hollywood celebrities like Demi Moore and Jennifer Aniston helped transform yoga into a lucrative industry, significantly commercializing and westernizing its traditions. So, what is yoga? The term derives from the root word yuj, meaning to connect. It is a path to attain in supreme absolute truth through various yogic practices. In the Bhagavad Gita, yoga is described as the performance of selfless duties, transcending the sense to achieve unity with God. Key elements of yoga include meditation, breath control, and disciplined living, all aimed at attaining spiritual liberation, moksha. It is not merely physical exercise, rather, it is a crucial mental and spiritual process that fosters balance and harmony, helping individuals realize their true nature as pure consciousness, leading to deep peace and understanding. Yoga's origins trace back over 5,000 years to India, rooted in ancient spiritual and philosophical traditions. Evidence from the Indus Valley civilization, circa 2500 BC, suggests that early practices akin to yoga were already in place, as depicted by seals showing figures in meditative postures, indicating a sophisticated understanding of mental and physical well-being. Initially mentioned in the Rig Veda, yoga emphasizes the union of individual and cosmic consciousness. The sacred symbol of the swastika, means maker of welfare, appears throughout Harappan sites. Numerous seals depict deities in yogic postures, and figurines from Lothal in various asanas highlight this ancient practice. A notable Harappan figurine with folded hands in Anjali Namaskar suggests a spiritual practice, while the so-called priest king, portrayed in deep contemplation, may represent a rishi. The Buddha also practiced and promoted several aspects of yoga, particularly its meditative practices, integrating them into his teachings for achieving enlightenment. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras established a systematic approach to yoga through an 8-limb framework. Practiced by over 300 million people worldwide, yoga has roots extending beyond the Indian subcontinent, reaching ancient Europe as well. The figure of Pashupati, a common deity, appears on the Gunderstrup cauldron, a silver cup dating to 150 BC, founded in modern Denmark. Since the declaration of International Yoga Day on June 21, 2015, yoga has gained global recognition as a spiritual practice, a way of life, and a method for maintaining good health. Celebrated in over 170 countries, yoga is now embraced as a vital part of today's culture, contributing significantly to global health and well-being. Yoga encompasses a profound understanding of human anatomy, integrating the body, mind, and spirit through various concepts: koshas, chakras, nadis, shakti, prakriti, and purusha, vayu, samskara, manasa, shukshma, and sthul sharir, panch mahabhut, the 3 gunas, the 7 dhatus, the 3 doshas, the marmas, and the hridaya. K. Ramakrishna Rao's groundbreaking research demonstrates that yoga practices can significantly enhance cognitive functioning and alter states of consciousness. His studies reveal that techniques like meditation and mindfulness lead to improved mental clarity, emotional balance, and transformative experiences that foster greater self-awareness. Recent inquiries have highlighted the chakra system, revealing correlations between these energy centers, complex nerve networks, and major organs, significantly affecting our health. The ancient text, Satchakra Nirupana, translated by Sir John Woodruff in 1919, provides insights into chakra principles increasingly validated by modern research. This underscores the interconnectedness of consciousness and energy, emphasizing yoga's potential in enhancing physical health and spiritual well-being. Indian literature has shown remarkable resilience in the face of numerous obstacles, with modern writers revitalizing ancient stories and customs, particularly against colonial legacies. The Rig Veda, a pivotal text in Vedic literature, was reportedly written down at the end of the Dwapar Yuga. Writing in India dates back over 5,000 years, to the undeciphered Indus script of the Indus Valley Civilization, 2600 to 1900 BC, followed by two major scripts, Brahmi around 500 BC and Kharoshthi around 300 BC. The edicts of Ashoka, inscribed in Brahmi and Prakrit, played a crucial role in spreading Buddhism and Ashoka's policies. Sanskrit, one of the world's oldest languages, is immortalized in these texts. The Shruti tradition emphasized the oral transmission of Vedic knowledge between Guru and Shishya, preserving teachings across generations and underscoring its auditory roots. Unlike English spelling's complexities, Sanskrit's Devanagari script accurately represents spoken sounds. Sanskrit significantly influences India's intellectual, cultural, and spiritual heritage, serving as a foundation for religion, philosophy, science, and literature. Although many read translations in English, these often lose nuances, promoting renewed interest in studying the original Sanskrit. Scholar Jean Fellouzat noted that Sanskrit was a universal language that unified dialects. Additionally, Tamil literature addressed profound ethical themes, while Jain and Buddhist traditions contributed knowledge through Pali and Prakrit texts, like the Tipitak and Agamas. Panini's Ashtadhyayi revolutionized Sanskrit grammar, establishing a systematic linguistic framework. His work was further developed by Katyayan, and Patanjali's Mahabhasya filled grammatical gaps. Bhartrhari's Vakyapadya integrated language science with philosophy, while Kalidasa's poetic works emphasized the aesthetic brilliance of Sanskrit literature. In 2017, neuroscientist Dr. James Hartzell published The Sanskrit Effect: How Chanting Affects Brain Activity in Scientific American. His research at the National Brain Research Center in India revealed that intense memorization of ancient Sanskrit texts by Vedic Pandits significantly increases gray matter density in memory-related brain areas. This recitation strengthens verbal memory and enhances cognitive functioning, highlighting brain plasticity. Furthermore, Sanskrit precision makes it suitable for artificial intelligence and natural language processing, with researchers like Rick Briggs at NASA noting parallels between its grammar and AI techniques, leading to the development of Sanskrit parsers for AI. The impact of Sanskrit is extensive. Many Indian languages such as Hindi, Bengali, Marathi and Kannada draw vocabulary from it. The archetypal gods of the Vedic pantheon, Indra and Mitra, exemplify the migration of Sanskrit and its influence on various civilizations. Indra embodies power and warfare, while Mitra represents friendship and contracts. Mitra's legacy extends beyond India. In ancient Persian, he was a protector of treaties and societal morals. The Mitanni kingdom invoked Indra and Mitra in royal treaties, and Mitra's legacies developed within the Roman Empire, where Mithraism arose as a mystery religion centered to the sun. Sanskrit words have also influenced Southeast Asian languages, and global languages like English have borrowed terms such as yoga and karma. The Bhagavad Gita imparts teachings on duty, righteousness, and spiritual wisdom, guiding individuals towards self-realization. Sankhya Tattva and the Agamas offer insights into reality and spiritual practice, while Madhvacharya's writings highlight devotion and the divine soul distinction. The Bhagavad Puran deepens understanding of dharma and devotion. The Gita and the literary work of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan celebrate the divine love of Radha and Krishna. This is the true beauty of Indian literature. The Indus Valley Civilization, 3300 to 1300 BCE, left behind artifacts like terracotta figurines and seals depicting animals and humans, reflecting the civilization's artistic and spiritual significance. Early Indian art, such as the Ajanta and Ellora caves, 2nd century BC, 6th century CE, showcases rock-cut sculptures and murals representing the dual influence of Buddhism and Hinduism. These masterpieces narrate spiritual and cultural stories, intertwining art with this religious devotion. The Natya Shastra, attributed to sage Bharat around 200 BC, categorized performance arts, setting early standards for dramatic expression, music, and dance. This shows India's advanced aesthetic understanding long before similar developments in the West. India's cultural influence spread widely across Southeast Asia, as evidenced by Cambodian temples like Angkor Wat, which incorporate Indian architectural and artistic principles. The artistic styles exchanged through trade routes illustrate how Indian traditions enriched neighboring cultures. Classical Indian dance, originating in temples, also embodies cultural and spiritual richness. Texts like Natya Shastra describe techniques and movements integral to dance forms like Bharatnatyam, Kathak, and Odissi. Bharatnatyam, emerging from Tamil Nadu's temples, uses intricate footwork and hand gestures, mudras, to narrate ancient stories. These dance forms were deeply intertwined with ritual worship, illustrating how India's artistic traditions connects with spirituality and have influenced other performance arts globally, particularly in Thailand and Cambodia. Indian music, rooted in the Samved, played a vital role in Vedic rituals and laid the foundation for Indian classical music. During the Gupta period, 4th to 6th century CE, the development of ragas and talas brought Indian music to new heights. Instruments like the veena, mridangam, and tabla exemplified exceptional musicianship. The influence of Indian music spread through Central Asia, Tibet, and Mongolia. As Buddhism carried these traditions across borders, Indian music was seen not merely as entertainment, but as a spiritual path, fostering enlightenment and higher consciousness. In addition to the arts, martial arts in ancient India demonstrate a combination of physical skill and philosophical understanding. Kalaripayattu, considered one of the oldest martial arts systems, incorporated Ayurvedic principles, grappling, and weaponry techniques. Texts like the Dhanurveda outlined strategies for archery and combat, showing that martial arts were integral to Indian society. Bodhidharma, an Indian monk, brought Indian martial arts to China, where it influenced Shaolin Kung Fu, highlighting India's cross-cultural contributions to combat disciplines. Dietary habits in ancient India were focused on balance and sustainability, with a predominantly plant-based diet centered on grains, fruits, vegetables, and pulses, aligned with Ayurvedic principles. Spices were used not just for flavor, but for their medicinal benefits, reflecting an advanced understanding of nutrition. This ancient approach to food, emphasizing ecological sustainability, mirrors contemporary efforts to promote plant-based diets for environmental and health reasons. In agriculture, the Indus Valley civilization's advanced irrigation systems and crop management strategies did ensure food security. Texts like the Arthashastra and Agni Puran detail the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa cities, showcased advanced drainage systems and water supply network. illustrating early Indian mastery in urban planning and civil engineering. This legacy of precision and innovation continues in modern India, exemplified by Rotex Automation Private Limited, a leader in fluid control systems. Like their ancient predecessors, Rotex uses cutting-edge technology to improve industries such as oil and gas, pharmaceutical, and power. With manufacturing facilities across India and presence in over 30 countries, Rotex continues India's long-standing tradition of engineering brilliance, shaping the future of fluid management. India is developing not just economically, but also in its spirit. India is currently the fifth largest economy, and by 2027, it will become the third largest economy in the world, surpassing Germany and Japan. And this is just the beginning. According to a report by Goldman Sachs, by 2075, India's economy is projected to reach $52.5 trillion, surpassing the US and becoming the second largest economy in the world. But just growing the economy is not enough. We have to build a future that preserves our civilizations, traditions, and culture. Real development is not just economic. It means that we do not lose our originality. Let us together build a future that keeps us connected to our heritage. Integrating ancient techniques into urban planning can significantly enhance sustainable development in India. Practices like rooftop rainwater harvesting can address water scarcity by replenishing groundwater, while natural light and ventilation reduce energy consumption. Using passive solar designs improves indoor comfort, and the symmetry of structures can enhance air quality, leading to better health outcomes. Additionally, sustainable materials like clay and wood lower the carbon footprint while supporting local industries. Community gardens foster organic farming, increase food security, and create greener urban spaces. Together, these techniques could boost India's GDP by $175 to $200 billion and improve the health of 30 to 40 million people, supporting a prosperous and sustainable future. Incorporating Ayurveda and yoga into daily life offers natural, preventive solutions to modern health challenges like stress and chronic illness, reducing reliance on costly medical treatments. Ayurvedic remedies made from natural ingredients minimize environmental pollution and waste. These ancient practices promote a balanced lifestyle, leading to better health and a reduced environmental impact. Globally, for Indians living abroad, adopting Ayurveda can lower healthcare costs by reducing reliance on expensive medications. With broader adoption, India could save billions of rupees in healthcare expenditures, allowing for more investment in infrastructure, education, and development. Mind science plays a pivotal role in improving mental health and addressing issues like anxiety and depression. Focusing on mental well-being through practices like meditation and mindfulness can enhance resilience and strengthen economic and social stability. Currently, India spends 1.3 trillion rupees annually on pharmaceuticals. If just 10% of the population adopted Ayurveda, it could save 350 billion rupees, particularly in managing chronic diseases. Additionally, Ayurvedic medical tourism generated approximately $1.2 to $1.8 billion in 2022, with chanting of Sanskrit shlokas and mantras, offering cognitive benefits like improved focus and mental clarity. By standardizing yoga certification programs, India can further enhance its global standing, generating revenue and promoting wellness practices worldwide. Through these initiatives, India can reclaim its historical role as a global leader in culture, science, and health. while fostering economic and environmental sustainability. With the support of Rotex Automation Private Limited, we are embarking on an initiative to map and preserve ancient Indian sites like Dwarka and Kurukshetra. This project aims to safeguard our cultural heritage, boost tourism and local economies, create valuable educational and technological opportunities, and foster national pride and unity. By contributing, you can help us realize this vision, driving economic growth and strengthening the social and cultural resilience of our nation. Your support is essential. Join us in preserving the legacy of India for future generations.